We live?
I think we are.
Yep, it
It's
looks like
our
we're
first
live.
time.
Yep, it looks like we're live. So hello everyone, C Savanh here, and welcome to our channel, the Unleash Your Marriage channel. And this beautiful soul next to me is my beautiful wife, my queen, my angel. She's also my amazing smart business partner, Phyllis Savanh.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Yes. And hey, we just wanted to welcome you. Thank you for watching us. We're going to deliver some amazing content here. And today's title is actually something that we just learned from Tony Robbins. So this is going to be some takeaways from the Tony Robbins Business Mastery that we just attended. And today we're going to share with you 3 takeaways. So this is episode 2. We did episode 1 already, so you'll be seeing that uploaded soon here. But we wanted to go live with episode 2. We're going to share with you 3 takeaways on this. And Phyllis, you want to tell the viewers?
Yes, sorry. Yes, feel free to subscribe, like and comment below so that, we can obviously, again, this is live, so we will love to have some live interaction with you so that way we know who we're talking to.
Yes.
But if you're seeing this after live, again, still comment below so that way we can know who you are, what you are, because we are in love with you. We are here to help you grow your business and your relationship. We almost have a divorce, right? A failed marriage. And that was a huge crisis for us. And then now, after we save our marriage, we just realized that this is our passion. Our new passion is to help people, to help couples to get into amazing relationship. And especially if you are in business.
Yes.
Because during the, our struggle, we read all the books that we can, we attend all the meeting that we have. Usually it is either it's helping you in relationship or helping you in business. We have yet really find a lot of books into combining the two. How can you get a great relationship and great business together? How do you integrate all of them together so that you can live the fulfilled life that you wanted to live? And here we are. That's the reason why we decided that Wednesday, it's a business Wednesday. We're going to go live at 3:30. We might have a little bit of glitches because, again, this is really new to us. We are so used to face. So I apologize in advance.
Yes.
If we're not doing great, if you can't hear us, if there's something that we can improve on, please just comment below because we'll love to learn from you because I know that you're a smart one too.
Yes. And to kind of, echo what Phyllis said there, if you go to like Amazon or the library or before when there were bookstores around, you can walk down the aisle and you'll see, relationship section, you'll see a business section, you'll see a personal growth or personal development section, you'll see a family section, and there's not really a relationship a course or institution or a channel or a company that really focuses on all 4 areas, right? And we're big believers that, especially being business owners now, married for almost 16 years, 15 years as entrepreneurs, and with other elements in our life, like live-in parents and children and employees and clients and all these things that really affected the relationship. So we said, why don't we teach all 4 areas, right, within one? Relationship is our main core. We want to basically we help couples reignite your love and passion for each other again, like when you first dated. So if you remember when you first dated, how much love and passion did you guys have there? We definitely remember when we first dated how I would do anything for her, right? Whatever she wanted me to do, and she would the same. But some point in our marriage, it kind of that went away, and that anything I would do for you kind of went away as well. And did we get that back? Most definitely. I would do anything for her, and she would as well for me. So we got that feeling back, and we just want to now unleash it and share it with the world and share it with other couples. So but back to the original title today is we just went to Business Mastery from Tony Robbins, and he teaches this wonderful he used to do it live, but he pivoted his business now to do it virtual because of the virus. But we're going to give you some takeaways from Business Mastery. Today, we're going to share with you 3 takeaways. And then there's going to be multiple episodes here because there's so many takeaways. I mean, I think I wrote down hundreds of pages of notes. I mean, I had circled down takeaways and highlighted. I mean, I think I had, 100 plus takeaways. He had some great speakers on there. But today's takeaway, the very first one I'm going to give you is, every core theme of a business owner, entrepreneur, and anybody who's been successful has really one thing in common, which is hunger and passion, right? The hunger to continue to grow, and obviously the passion for what they have, their product, their services, to continue delivering. Because ultimately, when you hit a wall, right, or you hit a ceiling, passion and hunger allows you to continue going, right? And I'm gonna share with you a story of Jamie Kern Lima. If she was she was a keynote speaker. Amazing, amazing, amazing woman. She started It Cosmetic back in 2008. She founded it. She has this skin pigmentation, hyperpigmentation issue called rosacea, and she created this line where it covers that up, which is, if anybody who has that, uh, to be able to cover it up but not look like it's all thick and like it's like you can chisel it off with a chisel, is amazing. She made it look so natural. So she had a really great product and product there to sell. But for about almost 10 years there, she was denied a lot. She was rejected a lot, right? Everybody was rejecting her. She wanted to go on QVC. They rejected her. She wanted to sell, and she just sent all her samples to so many people. She got involved. This is one of the stories that really hit my heartstrings. But she finally went to a venture capitalist, and they got basically almost to the closing, almost to the end process, the last step. They invited her to go fly in to meet with them. And then the CEO came out and said, we decided not to continue this venture, not to continue to fund this. We don't want to buy your company. We don't want to fund it. And she said, could you tell me why? Because they were at the last step. And she said, and the guy said, do you want me to be honest? And she said, yes. And he goes, well, we just can't fund somebody that looks like you. And Jamie, what an ass, right? I mean, Jamie is a little bit, she's a little bit heavier set. I think back then she was more heavier than when she was speaking, but just because she didn't fit this mode, right? This model of these gals on TV or on the internet or on the magazines that look skinny and like models, and she just didn't fit that. So he felt like she wouldn't. That's a really bad investment. And the cool thing about what she did was, because she had so much passion, so much hunger, she believed in her product, she believed in her clients and loved her clients so much that she didn't get mad. She walked away. She obviously felt really bad, but she kept going. She kept going, and to the point where somebody gave her a shot to go on QVC, and she went. QVC has this segment where you, like, I think it's like 6 minutes. You go on there, and if you sell, your product sells right away, then you're invited back, right? Well, her product sold right away, way before the timer. They actually ran out of stock. And what ended up happening was, she was so authentic her. And this is really against all the producers. Everybody was talking about, don't do it. And they had this image of how a model is supposed to be. And what she ended up doing was, she just was her authentic self. She was her old passionate self, where she just took her makeup away and showed her own vulnerability of her rosacea and covered it back up. And when she did that, the sales just skyrocketed because people saw her authentic side. They also saw that that this is something that not only works, but she showed it through her own examples, and she had so much passion about it, so much love for it, that she became the number one seller for QVC. And then 8 years later, back in 2016, she sold the company It Cosmetics. She became the self-made billionaire. She sold it for $1.2 billion. And just think, if you were the venture capitalist guy, right? I mean, that was a bet that he should have made on, and this is one bet that he definitely didn't make. So that shows a ton of passion. And I remember in my own company, where when my company was maximizing, just crushing it, and the times where my companies was not doing so well, this is one of the things why I'm sharing this takeaway with you, the passion and hunger with you, is because I realized that when I was crushing in my business, I had the passion. my passion was at its all-time high, so my company's all-time high. And when I wasn't passionate, my company was an all-time low. So I just wanted to share that with you. What about you? If you have a business, you're running a business or you're running a department, you're a leader within your company, your business. Have you ever had a moment where you just had so much passion that your organization just skyrocketed, businesses doubled, sales increased, quality increased, employees are happy? And then have you ever noticed that when you're not passionate, everything else follows it as well? So I'm pretty sure you have done that as well. Let us know in the comment if you believe that passion is one of the key things, key drivers for you to drive and maximize your business. Phyllis, your take?
Yes, I definitely think that it really reminds me about Tony Robbins talk about psychology, right? It's all about 80% of it is psychology, 20% is skills, strategies. If you're really in love with something, have you, when's the last time you are in love with something that you feel so passionate about, and what did you do towards it, right? Well, how much time you spend on it, how many books you read upon it, right? Even the girl, right? The girl, the love of your life, right? When you first met her, how much time you spend to gather information about it, right? To go after her, right? To court her, right? To really figure things out, right? And I think that the passion and the hunger, doesn't really go away because of time. It should actually get stronger, just kind of like love. And again, this is the reason why we love Tony Robbins event, because they always remind us to get more hunger and to get more passion with what we do.
Yeah.
Again, we are lovers, we are givers, and we are grower. If that term is right, because we love to learn from the best of the best, right? And we love to give. During the Business Mastery event, we have donated $1.3 million to Underground Railroad to save, kids from sex slavery. And that just melt my heart, because I just thought, I am a normal girl from a small town, and I don't need that much. I don't really need a lot to live, right? I am very simple. However, I see the power of money. I see the power of money, whereby Tony will just match the thing, because Jamie donated, I think, $200,000. Dean donated 100,000, and then I think Tony matched everything. That's why it got into 1.3 million. But man, I would love to be that. I would be like, man, I really love your cause, and let me just donate $100,000, $300,000. But how can I get there? It's by helping people that I love to get to where they need to go. And that's in return, I am successful, just like what Zig Ziglar say, your success is determined by how many people you help to get to success, right? Yeah. Money just a byproduct, just doing what you really love. So I just wanted to urge you guys, whatever that you're doing, find something that you really are in love with, because you're in love with it, then your passion and hunger will never go away. But again, if your passion and hunger go away, figure out what can you do to do that 2 mm switch to turn it back on. Even your relationship, what can you do to turn it back on? For us in the past, it dies down. The passion and the love dies down, right? The hunger of, wanting to be with each other dies down because of technically business, to be honest with you. And then we just turn it back on. And then now, we have the passion, we have the hunger again, and now we have it for the business and for ourselves. So, again, what about you? What is your passion? What's your hunger? What do you do, and how do you do it to keep it on all the time?
Yes, passion is definitely very, very important. It keeps you going for sure. It's the fuel to the fire, right? In both your business and your personal and your life. So the second takeaway that I want to share is be your authentic self. And, Tony brings a lot of great speakers to Business Mastery as well. One of the speakers that really hit home with me was Donald Miller. He's a CEO, and he wrote the book called Story Brand. If you haven't, first off, if you want to learn more about Jamie Kern Lima, just look at her story. It's an amazing story. And then Donald Miller wrote the story, a book called Story Brand, another phenomenal book as well. And he talks about being your authentic self. right? And he brought some other marketing people in there too, like David Meerman Scott was there, and he talked the same thing, talking about be your authentic self, just like here, right? I used to, my mindset belief when I would do something like that, I'd have to, wear this tie, get all, tightened up, and make sure everything's all perfect, and music and lighting and all that, crazy stuff. And sometimes I'd be, well, if I'm out of video, let's get this nice looking video or pictures or background, all that stuff. And quite honestly, man, that's just commercializing everything. And it's not like that anymore. If people want to see your authentic self, like, who here talk about being your authentic self, to say, look, we help marriages, we help business couples, reignite their love and passion again, like they first dated. And then being your authentic self is like, yeah, and the reason why we do this is because we lost it too, right? We almost filed for a divorce. We almost broke up our family. We almost, lost the love of our life, and we got it back, right? And we live like this every single day. That's being your true authentic self. Instead of saying, well, I can't tell people that we had issues. We just want to tell people that we saved marriages. Well, being your authentic self, saying, I want to help you because I know how it feels to feel that pain, that to have your wife want to, to leave you, and to think and fear of all the things that you're going to lose your family. You're going to lose your, split time with your children. They're going to be raised in separate homes, and potentially another man raising your child or another woman raising your child. All those things are, if you want to hide all that, then you're not being your authentic self. But if you're sharing, hey, this is what happened, this is my fears and my desires to keep my family together, so I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna make this transformation, this shift, this change. I have to do whatever it is, the state change my mind, change my beliefs, get better skills, love on my wife, flood her with love, take care of my children, get involved. Whatever it is that you need to do, you're gonna do, because then you're showing your true authentic self to say, look, I messed up. I'll be the first to take it. I messed up, and this is what I did, and this is what I caused it, and this is what I'm doing now. And I want to share that with you because I want to help you, your business, your family, yourself, your relationship get to the next level like ours did. And that's being your true authentic self, because we're qualified to teach you, because I know what it takes to mess up and be in pain, and what it takes to, really do the thing, everything right, to the point where we have taken our marriage, our relationship, our family, our business to really the next level, a whole nother level that I never thought existed. And that's where we're at. And just being my authentic self is being able to allow me to do that. So, Phyllis?
Yes, have you seen how passionate he is? He just like going on and on and on and on.
For days. I go for days.
Absolutely. I think, especially being a woman, I think being authentic self is a great challenge. Why? Because do you know, I'm a gadget nerd. Have you heard about this thing called the beauty cam? If you're in business and you need to take some videos, man, and if you don't like to put makeup on, man,
it makes me look beautiful.
Because you can actually use that app right on, and all the makeup that you need, it's right there, right? And you look actually much better on the beauty cam than you put the makeup on yourself. I struggled with in front of the camera for a while, I think at least 6 months, because I'm so worried about what people are saying. I wanted to make sure that my English was perfect, because I keep thinking that people don't understand my English. Yep. And, do we have the right technology, the right lighting, buying the ring light, buying the camera, buying, and I bet you have the same feeling as I am. You just wanted to be perfect, right? And we were just doing another episode on my real estate side of the business just now, and my guy said the same thing. I'm a perfectionist. I need to make sure this is perfect. And I told him, I have been struggling for this for a long time, and a lot of people do, because we're just so worried that we're not enough for you. We're not enough for you to love us back. So then, we just trying to be this person that you want us to be. But the real truth is, if you're a real friend, if you're a real customer, if you really truly love us, you love us regardless of what. Yep. You love us regardless of how we show up, to a certain extent, right? It's kind of like your kids, regardless of whether they are smelly, they are smelling good, they are fat or skinny, you just love them. You just love them regardless of what happened.
Yeah.
And I think this is the new trend now too. People want to feel, are you real? Are you authentic? And I follow Sarah. I'm really bad with the last name. Is it
Blakely. Blakely.
Blakely? Yeah,
Spanx.
Spanx. He does not spend any money on marketing, but man, every morning he will take a clip. Every day he will take a clip of his how her life is, and sometimes she doesn't have makeup on, and she's making pancake for her kids. I
Yeah.
was like, wow, this is amazing. Like wow, like she is so authentic.
Yeah.
And one time she was filming, Jessie, stuck her new RV, it was just hilarious. But because it's so authentic that we are in love with her, and thus we in love with her product specs.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah,
So
I love what you said there, Phyllis, about showing up. Like, you know, if you're on camera, you're this perfect person on camera, you're trying to be, or this perfect person, and then all of a sudden you show up and you're not like that. Your clients, your customers, the people you deal with, the people that you want to impact their lives, they notice. You can't lie. Can't lie about authenticity, right? You just can't. And and when you're like this, and then you show up the same way, they're like, "Yep, that's exactly. I knew it. Whatever he looked like, whatever he said on camera, whatever he's moving, and everything. Her as well. Her English was bad on camera. Her English is bad on stage. It just doesn't matter, right? Just kidding. But yes, that's being authentic, right? So yes,
yeah, and Jamie said that too. Jamie said that whether, and Tony said, actually Tony said it best. He's the same in front of the camera, behind the camera. Being authentic you, because you might think that, man, money will make you a better person, but money will only magnify who you are already are. So if you're a giver, when you are a millionaire, you're gonna be a bigger giver, right?
yeah.
But if you are miserable, when you become a millionaire without changing your mindset, you are gonna be miserable just a million more times.
Yes.
Just
Yeah,
more.
and Jamie's story, if you remember, Phyllis, they talked about Jamie's story. She was a waitress at Denny's, right? In 10 years before, and then she sold her company 10 years later to L'Oreal for $1.2 billion. But that's when you talk about authenticity, that's it. She was the same person when she was working at Denny's as she is the CEO right now of L'Oreal. So again, her story is really cool because she not only did she sell her company, but L'Oreal promoted and asked her to be their CEO. She's the very first woman that they gave that position to be a CEO. She has a very strong story. Love her to death, and she really impacted me, obviously. But that's so cool, and to know that she was that same exact person as she is now selling her company, as she is now running L'Oreal as a CEO for them. So it's just amazing. That's authentic. Yep.
And so we are challenging you to be your authentic self.
Yes.
Okay, we're challenging you to be the authentic self. And let us know if you have a YouTube channel, if you have a Facebook page, put it down below so that way we can follow you, we can support you, and we can see how authentic you are and remind you to be authentic. Because again, it is very stressful to be somebody you are not.
Yes.
And it's been 6 months, and I've been trying to be this perfect person, this perfect Phyllis that I think people want. And now I'm just like, you know what, I'm not a ring person, so I'm not wearing earrings. I'm not a lip gloss person, lipstick person, so I don't have lip gloss or lipstick. But man,
Yeah.
Zoom is making me looking really pretty right here.
Yes. You're pretty, honey. You're
So
pretty.
just be yourself, just be yourself. Jenna Kuchner, her ideal client is a mom, stay-home mom. So she told us sometimes she would make her episode while she's putting makeup on or cooking or whatever. Just be the real you, because people like you will love who you are. Okay,
Yes.
so just be you.
Yes, and then we obviously spent some time on there because we're very passionate about being our authentic self. And the third takeaway, guys, is listen to your heart instead of your head. Listen to your heart instead of your head. And China, the Chinese actually see the heart as the emperor. Okay, sees the heart as the emperor, and that's so true, right? Look at us when we were born, right? Before our
coronavirus.
before our brains were developed, what was what gave us life first was our heart beating. You go to the doctors, you hear the heart first. Before even the body is formed, before the brain is formed, the heart is first. So the heart's very strong, and the heart will guide you in the direction that you need it to if you go to it and you appreciate it. And I can just imagine somebody like Jamie or anybody who was just and Keith Cunningham, for a good example, right? When he was speaking there, I mean, here's a guy who made hundreds of millions of dollars and lost it in like 6 months uh, because of real estate back in the late 80s, right? And he let his heart guide him. He took that as a lesson, right, from his real estate transactions, built this conglomerate company, lost it all overnight, essentially. And then basically, one night he was watching TV and he saw Tony on on TV where he was telling his story. It's pretty amazing. He saw this big guy with big teeth and all this stuff, and he bought his Ultimate Power 30-day Ultimate Power tapes. And and he didn't even have cassette tapes. They were cassette tapes, and he didn't even have a cassette tape. So he was listening to Tony's cassettes in his car in his driveway over the weekend. It took him like 3 days. He was in his car listening. So, but if you look at that, he just listened to his heart, right? He didn't, because the brain is designed to protect us, right? The brain is designed for us to. We have a 2 million-year-old brain that is designed to protect us from that saber-toothed tiger. Well, the saber-toothed tiger is no longer there anymore, right? So let your heart guide you in all that you do. See, even when if you're a course creator, for example, right? Create your courses from your heart. If you're doing videos like this, live or not, record, it's got to come from your heart. And that, that really ties in with passion, but it's got to come from your heart. All the content, and ultimately, why are you in business? Why do you want to deliver for your clients? Why do you want to create a course or create a worksheet or any type of checklist? You do it from the heart. You do it from the heart because just like us, we just want to, whatever we hand and give to our clients, to our community, our tribe of students to download or to watch or to listen to, it's literally all from the heart. Why? Because we want to make sure that even if we gave you 10 things today, that because we created from the heart, if you took one thing that impacted your life, your business, your relationship, your family, that's all that we care about. That's really it, because we just deliver it from our heart. That's it. Phyllis?
Yes, I think just like he said, right? Heart will always give you the positive because it comes from love. Head will usually give you the negative because it comes from logic and it comes from protection. Yeah. So that's why, if you look at Tony's quote, Tony have a quote: if you stay in your head, you're dead. Right. So you have to move yourself. You have to listen to the music. You have to listen to your heart. What does your heart say? And sometimes, it might be not be the heart. It might be your gut. Like, what is your gut really telling you? Is this a good deal? Is it not a good deal? How are you really feeling? Right. Just have to get back to that. And I think running a business for such a long time, I technically forgot about my heart. I just always go into my head, and I realized I'm always so stressed. I'm always be the person that I don't want myself to be. I forgot how to laugh, how to have fun. That's why we actually talk about this program. And I said, man, I really want this to be fun and joyful, and it's from the heart. So we're not scripting it anymore, right? Because I know you work hard. You are overachievers. You care about people. You always deliver to other people before you deliver yourself. So we want you to enjoy us so that it's not like, oh, it's another course, another responsibility, another thing, right? Yep. And we also wanted to teach you and show you how to listen from your heart, how to speak from your heart, because that is just so much more powerful, right? Why do your kids love you? Because every time you say, I love you, it is really from the heart. It's not really from the head. Man, I love you. You smell them. It's just like, I love you. You hug them, I love you, right? It just really, it's from the heart. And I challenge you, when's the last time you hug your husband with your heart and not your head? Yes. But same thing, if your client, your heart, if your client, realize that you're really doing this because you really, truly care about them, you truly, really connect with them with your heart, they will truly, really connect with you really, really well, because they know that you love them, you care about them. And I think there's just so much love that we can spread around the world, but right now we spread more fear than love. And we want to do the 2 millimeter, we want to do the baby step, we want to show you that you are loved. We know where you are, we know you need help, we know that you need support, and we're here. We're going to study a lot of books, we're going to go to a lot of events, and we are going to be online every single day besides Sunday, so I can take off my makeup. um, to show you, to share with you what we learned, and we hope that you can execute, take massive action. All these tips are not specifically just for business, it's for your relationship too. It's combined, right? So think about it again, just like what C said. I don't need you to do all 6 takes away or all 3 takes away. Even if you just do that one thing this week until the next episode come,
Yes.
that's enough. That is good enough, because I know you're busy, I know you are providing for your family, you're providing for your client, you're providing for your for everyone else. But also, when I'm listening to my heart right now, I wanted to tell you, I'm going to urge to let you know that remember to love yourself, because I lost myself in the way of building business, building the legacy, taking care of my kids. Love yourself, give yourself a little bit of break, pat yourself on the shoulder, great job, because you are doing
I
amazing, and you are where you are, and you are where you need to be, and you are enough.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much. That was very beautiful, Phyllis. So just to kind of recap everything, guys, look, summarize everything again. Passion, hunger, let that drive you, right? Find if there's something that's not making you passionate and not hunger, then you might be in the wrong thing, right? You might be in the wrong thing, or you might be in it for the wrong reasons. Okay, so passion, and then that second, be your authentic self. Be your authentic self on camera. If you're making presentations or slides or videos, take those stock photos out of there. Take them out. Put your own photos in there. Put your own family in there. Put the things that you're passionate about on there. Put your, if I did a weight loss, I would show my before and after, and you definitely don't want to see my before, but I'll put it on there. Why? Because I want to be my authentic self, and I want to show you how good I actually look after compared to what I was before. So,
Hey, but babe, I love you regardless. I don't
I
mind whether
know,
you're fat or, I love that pillow. And I miss that pillow actually.
yeah, yeah. Just backstory a little bit. I was about 50 pounds heavier than I am now. So, and then listen to your heart. Yes, let your heart guide you in all that you do in your relationship. Make decisions from your heart. I know I've made decisions from my head, and they've been taking me down the wrong road, down a rabbit hole. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to make a decision from my heart in my relationship, in my life, in my family, in my career, my business. I mean, I just know what it's like. So just lead from your heart. Okay. So again,
Yes.
subscribe, guys. Comment below. Take away. If you guys want us to create something to share with you, please comment that as well. We would love to create it, and that's really what we want to do. We just want to always impact your life. That's it. We want to add value. We want to over deliver, and we will not just do this through our mouths and talking about. We will do it through our actions. So comment below, like, share our page, our channel, our videos, as well as subscribe. So this way, when we upload new videos or do live events, you'll get alerted as well. Okay.
And don't forget to turn on the notification so that as soon as we go on live, you're going to get a notification about it. Okay. Again,
Awesome.
we're here. We're going to walk your path with you. If you just started your business, started your, online social media, put down your link so that we can subscribe and we can support you in that way. But again, we're just so honored and blessed to get to know you and be able to have this opportunity to connect with Tony, learn from him, and then share it with you. You will get there, and you will be successful, and most likely you are already are. It just depends on who you compare yourself with, right? So again, thank
Yeah.
you, love you, and
Yeah.
we'll see you either tomorrow if you wanted to hear about family, or next week if you wanted to hear about business.
Yes. Let's create an extraordinary life together. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great day.
Bye.